This is the all-new Mercedes-Benz V214, which means it's a long wheelbase E-Class. It's a very unique model. It's not sold all over the world, but it's got some market where it is the king. And right now we are in India, we are in Mumbai. It's a great morning. You can see people around for jogging and working out. And we're going to test out this new E450, which is the top of the range with an inline six-cylinder. All my flyers, welcome to Flywheel. So the new E-Class, it's actually evolution from what we have seen earlier in the 213, but this 214 look way better than 213. It's a purposefully designed car, so you can see all this element. The new face look attractive. It's more of elegant than compared to its main rival, the 5 Series. It has gone different level, but they're maintaining so that they keep up their customer base. Here you can see the star-studded grille. It's amazing with the sport grille. The other option is also available. It's an elegant grille, which look very similar to the S-Class. The headlight is new. It's a LED headlight, and with the 450 they come with extra 2 layer of LED strips, which plays at the air and look amazing. With this model, this is sport bumper. It's a more sportier and look attractive. On side, you can see it's an 18-inch wheel. They have two options for the basic model at 200 and 220. They have another design, and here is the AMG one for the 450. But they maintain 18-inch so that they have a higher profile rubber, so it is better for ride comfort, which is actually required for such market. Because you know, in long wheelbase, basically they look forward for a more comfortable rear end, which you can see over here. It's a longer car, which I'll explain you. For that, comfort really matters, so it is an element. On side profile, they maintain that classy Mercedes profile. There is mild line, but this all over here, and second line start over here. And with the new V214, there is an extended portion is here. It's a longer wheelbase, and it's all come over here. You can see a extra quarter glass you've seen on the Mercedes Maybach S-Class. All these spaces were added onto the rear seat, which I'll explain you. And coming onto the rear, you can see the same Mercedes philosophy has been maintained, which is basically, you know, again a very simple, elegant design. But new tail light design is something which is derived from the new S-Class, but the most attractive element is this three-pointed star graphic inside. In person, it looked attractive. Maybe in the photo or video, I don't know whether you're getting at the feeling. But when I saw it in person first time, I was really astonished. This is the most interesting or most attractive element for me in this exterior design. And both the light has been connected, but there's no illumination, which is good, which is again has been considered as an electric element. And throughout you can see the chrome, and you can see two exhaust design. No, there is no exhaust connected. It's only exhaust design, but there are two exhausts underneath the bumper. So basically, it's an elegant design, evolved from what it was earlier from 213. Not drastically changed because they wanted to hold on the customers, not like the 5 Series. They lost a lot of their existing customers because of the design. Anyway, you let me know how well attractive is for you with this design. So this extended long wheelbase version doesn't compromise on its dynamics nor even the convenience, because you know, I could take this U-turn very conveniently. That's how Mercedes engineered the car. And market like India, it's very crucial because you know the roads are narrow, cities are congested, so need a proper turning radius to encounter these kind of situation. So that's been sorted very well. So this is the 41st year of Mercedes-Benz in India. They started off their innings with W124, and now it's a 214. All these years they've been leading their sale with this model, the E-Class. And it's been the same with most of the market around the world. And Mercedes in their lifespan, they sold E-Class the most. So it's the most bread and butter model for them. With the new E-Class, Mercedes have introduced a very new interior design. It's been inspired from EQS, especially the dashboard. There's a super screen, which is a little smaller version than the hyper screen which you have seen in EQS. There's a big panel of glass over here. Inside there are two screens, one for the passenger and the one for the infotainment. And there's a separate screen which plays as an instrument console. Not like in EQS, it's a one single panel. And I think this looks little better than the full screen version. And I really love the way they integrated the air vents over. and you can see it's a running event. It look attractive. It's very subtle, but I don't know why Mercedes can't fix the airflow system in Mercedes recent cars, because we are running in 1 speed, but if you introduce to 2 itself, the blowers blow so loud. We can't keep it higher. There will be disturbance in the sound. So I want Mercedes engineers to consider that and sort it out. But the AC performance is really great, and they have a proper filtering system which ionize the airflow inside. And such a big city, there is always pollution, and that pollution can be sorted with this AC system. The seats are supportive. It's a very luxurious one. You can even adjust your thigh supports properly. And fortunately, don't have ventilation or heating in Indian models. I don't know why they don't bring it. They should have bought it at least in the 450 as an additional feature. It's not there. But otherwise, the seat comfort level is good. What we see here is the leatherette interior. It's not the pure leather. But still, the finishing look amazing. But it's a bit warmer than the normal leather. But that's what I felt. So now the main highlight of this model 450 is the powertrain. In India, there are 3 variants available with the new E-Class. The first one is the entry model. It's an inline 4-cylinder petrol E200. The second one is inline 4-cylinder diesel. And the top of the range is this one, the inline 6-cylinder. It's a 3-liter and produces 382 HP and 520 Nm of torque. And it's a 4-wheel drive with the 4MyTech system, and it's mated to 9-speed gearbox. All this put together, the performance is amazing. So like this. So I can't push it much because we are in the new coastal road, and the speed regulations are very strong here. We are entering to underground tunnel, and here the speed limit is 60. So that way I have to control my performance, but I experienced this powertrain last day, and I have to say it's a thrilling powertrain. It performs very well. That's a key element of this powertrain to perform well, because this powertrain is for those customers who will be driving daily, as well as for those who normally drive in the weekend and other days chauffeur will be driving the car. And that way this is the best powertrain for those kind of customers. And this is the same powertrain which comes in the 450 S-Class. So and you'll be getting an upgraded feel in this sedan. As I told you, the rear of the new E-Class is very important. So let's check out the rear seat on move. As I mentioned in the beginning, in the E-Class, rear seat is very important. And especially like market like India, it's so important that they introduce the long wheelbase from last generation. They continued with this generation, and we can see the reflection even with the rivals, because 5 Series also introduced with the long wheelbase in India, which means the game is on and it's heated up. Compared to the 5 Series, which miss few of the very crucial elements in the rear seat, is available in the new E-Class. First of all, the rear curtain. We also have a curtain in the quarter glass, and there is reclination on the rear seat, which can be reclined up to 34 degrees. And you can also control the front seat from here, which I already extended and kept it with the more space. Chauffeur package is also there. So all this put together, you're getting enormous space, especially on the opposite rear seat from the drivers. And you can be a boss over here. If you want, you can even put this center console down and feel like almost like an S-Class. So that is what we required. Apart from that, what is very important for rear is suspension. So when you take this U-turn or when you are in a bad patch of road, suspension is very tuned for comfort. And as I mentioned earlier, it's also play a good role in the dynamics. With the new 5 Series, what I felt is like the suspension is very comfortable, which is they move from the core, which is that they lost the dynamic part. So not as dynamic as E-Class. I'm not giving a comparison, but I'm giving just an outline of what I felt by driving both these cars. But few things are also missing. Even in the E-Class, there is no seat ventilation or heating for the rear, nor for the passengers. There's no rear seat entertainment, and there's no option for that as well. which I think they are reserved for the more premium, bigger brother S-Class. But if you are engaged with your own work and if you want to relax, it is available over here. You can shut on from the screen and relax. Maybe you can enjoy great music from the Burmester sound system and go back home in peace. So being a Mercedes owner is not just owning a car. It's about a lifestyle with Mercedes. So t-shirt which I'm wearing today, the shoes which I'm wearing, all are part of Mercedes accessories, and it is growing very fast. You know, you can get scale models, you can get perfumes, watches, glasses, t-shirts, many other things like the bags which are Mercedes branded, and there is also AMG and Maybach branded accessories. And accessory business is growing up very fast around the world. If you take India, Middle East, anywhere, the accessory business is very fastly growing. You can get it online, you can get it from the Mercedes dealership stores. All these are available. What I feel is being a Mercedes owner means being in Mercedes lifestyle. So it's better to adopt to that. And if you are not lucky enough to be a Mercedes owner in terms of a car, you can use all these Mercedes and other sub-brand accessories and be happy. I have seen some of the Mercedes customer using Maybach accessories. It's always better to have a premium brand. So Maybach options is also there. They use sunglasses, perfumes and bags which are Maybach. Maybe they're upgrade to Maybach later. Likewise, if you're not in that league, you can also aspire to be in this league in future. So check out the Mercedes accessories and lifestyle product. Those are great. You may find something for you. The Mercedes has introduced the V214 for some markets. It was introduced with the last generation V213. It was first introduced in China. Then lately in India, it came with the first right and drive market. Same now, the first right and drive market for the long wheelbase E-Class is India. But it's coming to some other markets as well, where rear seat passenger, especially for the chauffeur driven market. And I know it's not a big market all over the world. A lot of the market, especially, you know, Middle East and Europe, most of them drive themselves in the segment. But when it comes to some other market like, you know, hotel service, taxis, this can play a big role because there's enormous space available in the rear. The additional length is all reflected on the rear seat, which is quite big and it's very comfortable as well because the suspension is tuned for both dynamics as well as for the comfort. So this has some space which is unexplored. So this gave an option for Mercedes to introduce both variants for other markets as well, like the long wheelbase and the standard one. And I'm just focusing on this long wheelbase today. And the E-Class, as you know, is the most important model for Mercedes, especially on the sales driven market like India. This is the 31st year of Mercedes in India, and so far the most sold model for Mercedes is been the E-Class. So I'm asking you viewers who are not from India, because in India there is only one option for E-Class, which is a long wheelbase. For other market, you don't have the option for long wheelbase, I know. But after seeing this, which one will be your preference? Will you be preferring the new E-Class long wheelbase or the regular one? And even if, and whatever you pick, which will be the engine options you'll be checking? More powerful inline 6-cylinder or the more efficient 4 cylinders? Just let me know, and also let me know your comments on the new E-Class long wheelbase. Thank you for watching. I'm Mani Mustafa signing off. Before that, please do like and share this video. And if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, please do subscribe and click that bell button so that you get all the notification as soon as we upload.